In today's video, I'll be sharing tips for living in Malta as an expat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a hot minute since the last time I sat down one-on-one with the camera, giving you information and tips about living in Malta. I was kind of more focused on showing you how beautiful Malta is, hence for the past month and a half I've been posting video of this beautiful island. I showed you everything from the city life, from the countryside, my personal favorite restaurant, everything. But now it's time for me to sit down and give you 10 tips that you need to pay attention to if you would like to live in Malta. Guys, before we start with the points, I would like to say that today is 12th of April 2023 when I'm doing this video, and it marks exactly 8 years since I moved to Malta. For those of you that don't know, I'm coming originally from Macedonia and I've been living in Malta since 2015. I have a lot to talk about this island, both positive and negative sides. If this is your first time bumping into my channel, please have a look at the channel. I do have a playlist about tourists in Malta, living in Malta, the negative side of Malta, pretty much everything about this island. Why am I talking like a broken record? Anyway, I'm all over the place because I'm so excited. In 2 days is my birthday and I'm doing a whole birthday celebration which is going to be on my Instagram, which is also alexinmalta. Wow, how many self-promo did I do in this intro? Anyway, without any further ado, let's start. I do have my second phone here and I wrote down several of the points, guys. I think I have around 10, which are the most important, I would say. Of course, there is quite a lot to talk about tips of living in Malta, but the very first important thing that I would like to say is trying to understand the Maltese people and living with the locals here in Malta. When I say this, I'm gonna be short and sweet. In many of my videos, I have mentioned that Maltese people are the warmest people that I have ever met in my life. I used to live in Dubai as well, so there I was meeting people from pretty much all over the world. Malta, it's kind of the same thing. Here we have 25% which are non-Maltese, and these 25% are coming from all over the world. Every country that you can imagine of. Now, when I mentioned about living in Malta and living with the Maltese people, yes, I did say that they're the warmest people. However, there is quite a lot of xenophobia on the island as well. But I'm seeing it more on social media rather than in real life. But in real life, it is happening as well. Guys, Maltese are very warm and they're like a mirror. I have mentioned this in another video. If you're good to them, they're good to you. If you're bad to them, they're bad to you. Some Maltese people who are not happy with foreign people living on the island. Hence, sometimes I'm getting comments like this on my YouTube channel. People threatening me that I'm gonna be 6 feet underground if I do another video about Malta. Well, that is another video. So this guy might be even the last video that you're seeing from me. Now, getting back about living with Maltese, guys, another tip that I would like to say is that you should try and make an effort and learn a little bit of the Maltese language. At least have kind of like the basic communication. I'm gonna release something that not many people know, but I do understand Maltese and I do speak Maltese, not fluently, but I do have kind of like a basic knowledge. And it is very rewarding, and I'm seeing it when I speak with Maltese people and I start speaking their own language and they get like, oh my God, you speak Maltese? And I'm like, yes. And they're quite happy. And I'm always getting the same comment of saying, thank you for moving to our country, understanding our tradition and learning our language as well. This, as an expat, it's really rewarding because you can even see it in their eyes when they're saying this, that they're quite happy with that. Now, moving back to the other thing that I mentioned about the xenophobia on the island, let me insert this real quick. Yes, we do have instances like that when the go back to your country syndrome. It's all around the world, I believe, but we do have it here in Malta as well. And this is coming from those Maltese people that are not benefiting from the foreign people. I mean, sometimes we are getting the blame as foreign guys living in Malta because of us, there is a lot of construction on the island, there is more crime on the island, which to a certain extent I do understand. But from the other side, I am so sorry, these buildings that are being built on the island, 99% of them are built by Maltese people themselves. Who do they want to rent? Who do they want to sell? Non-Maltese people as well. Back in the days, it was really cheap to buy an apartment in Malta. Now the prices are obnoxious. I myself am someone who was kind of lucky to buy an apartment back in 2020 over the pandemic time, and I'm quite happy with the decision I have made because now the value of the property is quite high as well. Now, the next tip that I would tell you, especially for those of you that could kind of afford buying an apartment, if you would like to stay in Malta on a long run, I would most likely tell you to buy an apartment rather than renting. Rents in Malta are quite expensive, and if you're managed to buy an apartment with a loan, guys, in many cases, the loan repayment that you have per month is the same or even less than the monthly rents you would pay. Wow. The next very important thing that I would like to say about living in Malta as an expat is to find your own community. As I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, guys, 25% of the citizens living in Malta are non-Maltese, and it's very easy for you to find friends. Join the Facebook groups, join the Expat Malta group, join the Lifestyle in Malta groups. There's so many groups on Facebook where people can find communities, where people can go for hiking, social events that are being prepared on the island. It's very easy to find friends from all over the world, but please pay attention to, because some of these people, as in every other country, would like to make use of you. Now, speaking about this using of people, I would like to mention that Malta, it is a generally safe country. So as a tip for, let's say, single ladies that are moving on the island, even if you walk at night, it's generally safe, yes. However, there are so many incidents that they have happened on the island, and they have really disturbed the whole nation over here. I don't want to go much into these details because I want safety in Malta to be dedicated video about, but for those of you that would start saying Malta is not safe anymore as it used to be, yes, it is true. Malta is not as safe as it used to be 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. Lately, there have been several incidents that have happening that, as I mentioned earlier, they did really disturb us. And also another very important thing, guys, when it comes to safety, please be safe on the roads. Even if the car is coming from the right, please have a look even on the left. Now, the next very important tip that I would like to say is to understand the cost of living in Malta, guys, and your salary packages. Please have a look at the videos that I have done about the cost of living in Malta. I think I have done over 5 of those videos. Please have a look at them, and also have a look at the video that I have done of how much you need to earn to have a normal life in Malta. I think that the basics that we all spend living on the island, even with the rent, when I say rent, I mean sharing apartment, so having your own room in an apartment. The basic costs for all of this would be roughly around 700 to 800 euros. This is including your bills, your rent, and also your grocery shopping per month, excluding the petrol. Transport in Malta is free as long as you are a resident in Malta, meaning that you do have the resident card. After getting the resident card, you can apply for the Linea card. You can use the public buses for free. Another very important thing that I would like to say about living in Malta, especially when it comes to the non-European Union citizens, guys, you need to have a visa to officially and legally reside in Malta. The visa process for someone who is moving to Malta, it takes between 4 and 6 months for the past year and a half. And legally, you're not allowed to work in Malta. So if you're planning to move to Malta and you would like to apply for your visa, you need to have a significant amount of money so that you can survive until you get the residence card and you can officially and legally start working on the island. Please note that there are a lot of employers on the black market that are abusing and using this opportunity so that you can start working for them at a very low wage. Please be careful that there are even raids in Malta where the authorities are finding these illegal migrants living in Malta, and of course they're being deported. Please pay attention to these things, and also for anyone who is coming from the South Asian countries, have a look at this video which I have done about the reality of Indian people living in Malta, which is also focused for people coming from any other South Asian country. Jesus, how much self-promo I did about my channel. I told you so many videos that you need to watch, but I'm pretty sure that anyone who is planning to move to Malta, these videos are going to be quite helpful. Back in 2015, when I was moving to Malta, there was no anyone that was doing this type of videos. So I'm happy to be the one that would give the non-biased opinion and information about living in Malta as an expat. Now I'm moving to the final point, guys. Let me just remove my phone from here. Guys, Living in Malta, it can be a paradise for some people, especially for those that are earning quite a lot of money, and it can be a living hell for those that are on a minimum wage. Now, the last thing that I would like to say, it's kind of the most beautiful thing about living in Malta, which one of the reasons why I'm here, it's the laid-back lifestyle. Guys, living in Malta, on your off day, it's like you're on a holiday, especially if you have money, of course. There's so many things that you can do. There's so many events throughout the whole year. Not as much in the winter time, but in winter, you can use this opportunity with the nice weather to go on hikes. Speaking about this, the final tip is about the outdoor activities. Even if you do not want to spend money, Malta offers you so many beautiful outdoor activities, landscapes, hikes, rocky beaches, sandy beaches, which are for free. There's so many beautiful trails where people go for hiking, and as I mentioned earlier in the video, there are even Facebook groups where you can join and see where the upcoming hikes, which are among the Maltese and the non-Maltese people. I think that I've been speaking quite a lot in this video, but there's so many information and there is even more information that I would like to give out. But if there is any expats who are already living in Malta, please share your opinion down in the comment section of this video. For those of you that are planning to move to Malta, please leave your comments down in this video. In the first 7 days of posting videos, I always try to reply to every comment. You might even get an answer from me, guys. If you enjoyed this video and if you would like to learn more about Malta, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is for free. Like this video and share it to anyone who is planning to come to this beautiful island. And until I see you in my next one, bye!